Hey guys, so it is Chapo here with just a little video on how to get your KD better than it is if you want to upgrade, if you feel like you're struggling a little bit. This is for Call of Duty World of War or World War II, but it could work for honestly any Call of Duty anybody plays. It's just some basic steps, 6 basic steps actually that I put together that a lot of people already know. Some people might, so that's why I'm just gonna put this together for you guys. And to get it started off, I'm just going to run down the steps. I think they're all equally important, so I don't think there's any, I don't think there's anything that like overweighs the other. I think you have to get good at all of them, and that might sound overwhelming, but I'm telling you, it's not at the end of the day. You'll be able to like figure it out with practice and effort put in. So to start out, here's a perfect example in the video, map awareness. Like I just killed that one guy. And the guy laying down had absolutely no idea I was above him. Luckily, I got stuck on his character and was able to kill him, but he had no idea I was above him. I don't understand how he doesn't see on the map that I was there. But so number 1, map awareness. Number 2, you have to have a nice class setup, like something you feel comfortable with, something you can get kills with. I use the PPSH online because I play a lot of competitive, and that's what I use in competitive. I use the STG. I use guns that I enjoy. When I'm just fooling around on pubs, sometimes maybe I'll bring out a Type 100. They're like quick guns that shoot fast, subs, stuff like that. That's what I'm more comfortable with. And then like your basic ARs, like an STG. I'm way more comfortable with an STG probably than a bar. So those would be like my choices, and then you could obviously snipe whenever. I do enjoy sniping as well. So that's number 2. But back to number 1, I just wanted to hit on that real quick with the scene that was on the screen. But like I said, you have to be aware. You have a mini map and a radar for a reason. It helps you. It tells you where the enemies are when they shoot their guns. It gives you a lot of information that you need to know to be able to be an effective Call of Duty player. And being an effective Call of Duty player will then make your KD better because you're more aware, you're going to die less, you're going to be able to kill more people without them sneaking up on you. So that's it for map awareness and class setup. Now number 3, I would say, would be kill streaks. Use kill streaks that you feel confident in getting. Like don't put paratroopers on or a ball turret gunner if you don't think you're gonna get there. It's okay that you don't get there. I just use honestly those basic 3 that it starts you with when I play pubs: the UAV, glide bomb, and artillery. I've gotten V2 rockets with it. It's not impossible. Many people can do it. It's just about like I think if that's what you're going for, V2 rockets, and then the kill streaks I have available on there, I think that's more of just using those kill streaks to help you stay alive. And if you stay alive longer, you're going to be able to drop more V2 rockets, you're going to be able to go on longer kill streaks, whatever you want to do. Make your KD better. Like you'll see at the end of the video. If you do, I'd say 1 of every 5 games like my KD, then your KD is going to be very good. So you'll be in a very good situation. Where are we at? We did map awareness, class setup, kill streaks. And then kill streaks, I would always use a UAV, by the way. And then 4, smart decisions. You got to think, like, there's some times where I don't shoot a guy because I anticipate a second guy coming. You just got to use, like, your brain and how you would think other people would play. And then always anticipate. You always have to anticipate because people will always be coming out of everywhere. You're mostly playing respawn in pubs, so if you're playing respawn, people are gonna respawn. Like it's just a basic fact, and you just gotta think on how to play that. And then as you see, I just killed the ride shielder. Like I understood that he was a ride shielder. I can't let him get close to me. I gotta evade him somehow. And then I wound up predicting the next guy, and then there I'm already at a glide bomb, about to try and get the artillery. Unfortunately, I just got overswarmed because I was in a bad spot, so that's my fault. Could have went on a longer kill streak if maybe I back up a little bit earlier. So that is probably it with smart decisions. Just like I said, use your brain, think, think before you do stuff in the game. It's kind of like anything in life. Like, you have to actually think it out. It's not just because it's a video game. It's all like, oh, I can just get by doing a lot of that. No. It's got to be a calculated thought. You got to really put some effort into thinking. And then, even though I said I think they're all very important to master if you want to get good at Call of Duty, my two, like, absolute, I would say to my, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not the end-all, be-all Call of Duty player, but I think the two that attribute to my success most would be centering and practice. So centering, if you don't know, it's where your crosshairs are, like, towards, like, doorways, and when you're walking around, like, where, kind of how you're just, like, your character's looking, where your crosshairs are. So you always want to have it in, like, the middle of a room or something like that. Like, if you're about to walk in a room, you never want to be looking at the ceiling. You never want to be looking any lower. I mean, unless you think the guy's laying down. If you think the guy's laying down, that's fine. But for the most part, you just want to have them towards the middle and just be ready for the enemy. And I guess this goes with, like, centering a little bit. You don't want to always be sprinting, because especially in this game, if you get caught sprinting, even if you have quick draw, you're pretty much screwed. So try to avoid getting caught sprinting as much as you possibly can. And if you do that with the centering, I feel like you're going to execute your kills. Look, every single time a guy comes through, I'm ready. I have the crosshairs pointed at the middle of the door where their body is, because that's the biggest part of their body, the chest area, and I'm ready. So off of centering, I said practice. Now practice, you can take that how you want it. You can do it how you want it. This is how I practice on a daily basis. At the very least, 7 days a week, I shoot at least 200 bots. That's, like, very minimal. I do way more usually. But say I have, like, work or something in a day, I'm going to still hit that 200 bot mark and make sure my shot just stays at least a little bit crisp. Because practice, at the end of the day, is the most effective thing for anything in the world. If you're not good at anything, if you're not good at math, you can practice math. You keep practicing things like that, you'll eventually get better and better and better. So when you get in those gunfights, after your centering's correct, after you map aware, you're going to be able to win those gunfights because you put in the work practicing. So after you practice, it's almost like an Allen Iverson rant right now, practice. I'm talking about practice. But after you practice, it becomes like muscle memory to you, and you're just going to be able to hit the shots a crap ton easier than you would be before just joining up in a pubs match or something. And especially, I've noticed, if you play like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I'll just hop into a game when I first get on, but if I play ranked play when I initially start, I'm only in gold too. Like, I'm not some super, like, high, like, platinum or master or anything. But I know if I play ranked play, like, people know how to shoot, like, way more than pubs. It's not just your average pub kids. So if you just join one of them, it's going to be a little bit harder to start if you just go off the rip like that. But that's my 6 tips for you guys. I'll read them off again. Centering, practice, map awareness, class setup, kill streaks, and smart decisions. And I want to thank you guys for tuning into my video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, guys. Chapo out.